Hello everyone, this is Jimmy Cultist back again with another stealth video. My, what a character. Anyway, today I think I'm going to be covering how to make enemies, what is the word? Look around? You know, and detect you by sight? How to avoid, their cone of vision, I suppose you'd call it. So, we're going to go to detection and create a timeline. Now, I think we have already hooked up some handy-dandy detectors right here, which they may need some modification later because we're eventually going to institute, probably not only a crouch, but also a prone, like crawling on your belly or whatever. And at their current height, they probably wouldn't detect that. But we'll see how that works. But basically all you need is a timeline, set it to loop, and we're going to have our little enemy fellow here go through a series of idle animations, I guess you'd call it. Oh, we're going to have to turn off puppet mirror. That's going to interfere. And we're going to stretch this out a little bit. Then put this here, in the middle. Don't forget to set them to linear blend. You could even angle down his sight so that he has a better chance of seeing things on the ground if you wanted to. Something I might want to institute is a camera. The main reason why is because seeing an enemy in third person is difficult. I would want a method by which you could notice that the enemy, is looking this way or that, like a way to zoom in on them or something. And we'll probably have to add some tags to him because he is the enemy. So let's see. Make it red. We'll call this tags. This is going to be the focal point if you want to lock on to him. And we're going to call him enemy. Could also call him target, but I think enemy works in this scenario. And then we're just gonna angle this up using grid snap. Always good to do that, just in case. And now that we've got our little camera, or our little camera tag, that is, we're gonna make little piece of blue material, which is going to be our camera's rig. The base for the logic, that is. And you don't have to turn off shadows, and you don't have to turn off glow or luminoise, or turn this down, but I just like it. Makes it look nice and smooth. Make it non-collidable and also invisible. Turn down imp interaction, turn it off basically. And turn physics on low, because it's really not going to be doing anything physical at all. Oh, another thing you might want to do, turn down density and ignore gravity. That way, no matter what we do, it won't give us any resistance. And then we're just going to stamp down a little microchip, a little camera symbol on it. We're going to call it Cam, of course. But this is mainly going to serve as our, like, you know, lock onto the enemy feature. We're going to let it first gravitate. Oh, I forgot. We got to do one thing before we do this. Once we add this, it will go to where we want it to. Don't forget to set it to, well, actually, turn off match target orientation. This will make more sense later. And we're going to go ahead and turn the camera around here. You know, one thing you could alternatively do, I don't know if this would work. We'll try this out. We'll do a camera pointer. A camera pointer may work better. Let's see how this does. Alright. And we're also going to put a look at rotator right on here. Maximum overall rotation strength and dampening. And we're going to set it to detect enemy. And stay upright, of course. Probably a good idea, yeah. I think that's a good idea. And the speed's good, probably. Let's see how this works. Alright, we're kind of getting a lock on our enemy. I do have a little bit of a problem. I'm going to have to turn the zoom multiplier on, but also I have a bit of an issue with the way it's angled down a bit. You should probably angle it up. Oh, our zoom multiplier is really off. I meant to set it lower, not higher. Let's try 1. That gets up a pretty good view of the enemy. One thing I don't like, though, is that it's sort of like... It's sort of not allowing our character to be seen, and I feel like your own position is somewhat important. I don't like the camera pointer. Let's try just a normal camera. That way we can sort of have a little bit more control over this. We'll turn off imps and that's all. And we're gonna kind of get a good viewpoint here. I think that's good. That should do nicely. For our little enemy camera, as we're gonna call it. I'm not sure what you would use to turn this off and on, like if you were to lock on to the enemy. You could maybe have an auto lock, but I feel like that'd be kind of annoying if the player didn't want to lock onto them. For now, we're going to try triangle. I don't think that's what we're going to run with in the future, but it just is a quick, easy option. There, now we can see him really well. Let's see if he detects us when he looks around. Yes, he does. Also, you're going to want to shut off his ability to, you know, look at you and everything, so... We could alternatively put this in actions. It is sort of an action, so... Yeah, maybe I ought to do that. We'll call this behaviors, this microchip that we're setting down. Behaviors with an S. Not behaviors. Behaviors. There we go. And we're going to put the patrol in there, just in case we need that later. And we're going to put the timeline in here. And we'll just hook this right up to that, and that should shut off his little animations when he's not triangle to get a good view again. I think the zoom on that is a bit slow. You really want it nice and snappy. Let's try 5. That should be good. That's pretty snappy. He does seem kind of stupid. I'll say that. Like, as far as, like, you really have to test this fellow to get in his way. Well, he's better there. Yeah, maybe he's not as dumb as I thought. And we could still get his attention. I might even have it so that when he comes close, like when he gets really close to you, it shuts off the camera. Let's give that a try. I like that idea because it does kind of feel weird when somebody's like right up in your grid that the camera is still having trouble. So we'll make it like Tectfo. We're also going to have it so that this thing is only active once you've pressed on the camera in the first place. Yeah, that seems a little better to me. By the way, I'm going to change the way our ground sounds. I'm going to talk about this real quick. You can actually change how the surface type, you know, how it sounds when you're colliding with it, at least when you're working with the bass sound effects. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to metal. And that will actually affect how this sounds. See? That just sounds much better. We're probably going to have some assets to go with this too, you know, make it like a secret facility. But, yeah, it basically showed you how to make an enemy's cone of vision change, I suppose that's what you'd call it. It's not quite the same thing as patrolling. He looks around. How to make an enemy look around. I suppose how to make you look at them. Not bad, though. Hopefully you found this helpful if you're constructing your own stealth game. I'm going to be doing a lot of different stuff. This is just the bare basics. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to cover lots of things. Maybe somebody will actually make a stealth game, you know. Probably not one with a character this rich, but you know. That's all for now. Let's give a little shout out to our monthly supporters on Coffee. Oh, yes, the best of people. There they go. And that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss another video. If you wish to support our earnest insanity, you can check the links in the description to donate or buy merch. Until next time, goodbye.